Hey everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is going to be another one of my skateboarding many battles that I have to endure when trying a trick. So in this video, I've got a 13-minute nice little battle of doing a, a fakie frontside flip over this hip at Penis Sporting Goods skate park. So just to give a little bit of background, so it was very hot this day. I remember because in the last video, it was the same day I did the other trick where I battled for 15 plus minutes to do the back tail. So I decided to get a little bit greedy. I haven't tried this trick on a hip ever before. Well, I might be lying. I actually might have tried it, but in skating, if you don't do the trick again, especially within a 1 or 2 year time frame, then it's pretty much new to you again. So you got to relearn it basically. So I hadn't done a fakie frontside flip on a hip of any sort on anything in general besides flat ground. So I decided, hey, today is a day where I try this in 96 degrees weather and 90 plus percent humidity. So very smart. I remember this day, I was feeling very annoyed with myself, very frustrated, and to be honest with you guys, I wasn't wasn't in the best mood for sure because it was very hot and I was very sweaty. And when you try to skate and do things in this weather, uh, you are more than likely gonna be fatigued in a short amount of time. So it's probably not the best idea to skate in this weather, but sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta go through with it, and you can clearly see that I'm struggling quite a bit here. Got the new shoes, new board, and yeah, quite frankly, it took me 13 minutes to do this trick, and not only did it take me this amount of time, but I didn't even do it great. I didn't even land it the way I wanted it to. So that I think that kind of showcases not only the difficulty of skating, but there's many variables involved when it comes to landing something, especially something that's relatively new to you. So just a little detailed account of the battle. Later in this video, you'll see that I get incredibly frustrated, and don't know if you guys can tell, but my shirt is just drenched in sweat. I think it was 80 plus percent humidity. Not the best weather to skate. Leaves me very frustrated, and as you can see, I'm bending over because I'm just so fatigued. I think that was the last thing I did in this session. My girlfriend, she was running at the river a couple miles out, and when she got here, I had to get her to get me some water because I was pretty much about to die at the end of this video. But kind of a testament to what I sort of pushed myself through, and hopefully you guys can relate in a way. When you guys are battling tricks, if you're going through the motions like this, um, there's really no intention at this point. So I'm just really doing the same thing over and over again, insanity, so to speak. And I think this is something that a lot of skateboarders can relate to, especially when you're really just going through it in the heat of the battle, if you will. Logic just completely goes out of the window, and it should, because skating sometimes you don't really need to think a lot to do the trick, because um, having one of those moments where when you land the trick, you sort of black out. You don't know what happened. And no, I'm not talking about me faking frontside flipping Wallenberg or any insane trick that I just did, but this is, kind of the mindset that a lot of the skateboarders go through. It's just it's very intense, and the way I like to do it, I just like to grind it out, and um, I'm definitely not the guy who does tricks very effortlessly and doesn't have to work on it. And um, I'm just not that type of guy. So I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit older now, and yeah, quite frankly, I suck. I suck. I'm not afraid to admit that I suck, and I need to battle tricks like this. So we're 5 minutes in. I don't really know what I'm thinking at this point. I'm just thinking, man, if I can just get closer and closer, take the next step to doing the trick, I'll be good. So I kind of get close there. It's one of those things where I'm just throwing it at this point, hoping I get close, and that slowly builds up the confidence to at least try to stick it on the next try. So I'm just thinking one more, one more, one more. And unfortunately, I don't even get any closer. That try was just, I didn't even really pop it, and I didn't even really get over the hip either. So it's just like, what the hell am I doing? And I'm sure some of you guys kind of can relate to that as well when you think you know what to do, but then the next try it completely goes to shit. So I think that is what I'm going through right here. And just to take a step back a little bit, yeah, this is what I think skating is really about. I think is not only is it about obviously the culture and the arts and the style and everything else, but I see it as a means of self-improvement and self-development. So I think that's something hopefully you guys can take away from this video is that there's a lot of key takeaways you can find within the battle, so to speak. So this is the process. I'm a big fan of looking at somebody's process because it really just showcases what you have to go through and endure to meet your goals and objectives. And sometimes I do feel like when you're continuously bombarded by makes, highlights, a lot of video parts, which is very sick, you kind of get away from the idea that you sometimes you just have to battle it and try a shit ton of times to land a trick. How I said, I'm not the type of guy that lands things effortlessly, so and I want to get away from having that highlight reel mentality because in a way, like I said, we're all if we have social media, we're all kind of a walking highlight reel, so to speak. So you just see the mix, you just see the clean, you just see the end result, the final product, and to really be able to focus on the process of doing the trick and making sure every try counts, which is clearly what I don't do here. See, just getting farther and farther away from the goal and the objective. But yeah, I'm still just going through the motion. I just really want to roll away from something at this point, and um, this, like I said, is my process. And there's a couple of changes that hopefully I can make when I'm going through these battles. Um, First off is the fatigue. I'm relatively conditioned quite well, but when it comes to the humidity and heat, no matter who you are, it does really take a toll on your body, and it's just not easy just trying to endure going through trying to trick this many times and exerting all of your energy and not even getting close. So that is a lot of it is demoralizing when you are going through. I remember just not even getting close, getting discouraged, and in a way, I do feel like that added the time it took to land the trick. So feeling the discouragement, not getting close, the fatigue compounding uh, with that is it doesn't really help at all. So I think another thing I can do when I'm trying something is to just stay positive and hopefully think with the end in mind. And that was pretty cool. I landed it, but then I ran into the camera. I should have done that as a little clip, but I totally forgot that happened. And that at that point, I was probably not in the most happy mood. Definitely not a time to joke around. Serious time, especially when I get in this mood of battling something, I can kind of get irritable. Don't know if you guys can relate to that either. I just don't want to lose my focus. I want to keep on going and do the trick. So if you're there that day, I saw one of my other friends there, Jay as well. Might have not been the perfect time to talk to me, so I'm sorry if I came off as rude. The good thing is that you didn't see the complete other side of me where I completely lose my shit, So I fall again. See, look at that sweat on the ground. Clearly not having the best time doing this trick. But that is really a testament to how much I really do enjoy skateboarding. I really do have that fire, so to speak. Obviously, it's not the most crazy trick that I'm doing. I get that. I know kids, 1 year old and less, can do this down a 14 stair. I get that, but no, I just really was determined to land it, and that's what really fueled me to keep on going. Sometimes I do say it's not worth it. Just try again another day. But at this point, I just wanted to do it, and I need to keep on channeling that energy because that is really gonna make you challenge yourself to try new things, to try to challenge yourself, to try to push yourself to that next level, which is very hard to come by, especially when the surrounding sort of atmosphere, the highlight reel mentality keeps you sort of discouraged in a way, and I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, keep on being in that mentality where I'm discouraged, you know, in that energy, so to speak. So, yeah, I wanna keep on uh, have that motivation, and I clearly am very frustrated there. I say two cuss words, which is not as bad as the other things that I can say. Stay tuned for that, but clearly very frustrated. And judging by the length of this video, I think I do it this try. So let's wait for that real quick. And that is the make. I rolled away. Um, obviously, not the cleanest roll away. I landed at the bottom of the hip. So that is, obviously, could I redone that? But at this point, I was almost dying from the heat. I really needed some water. I didn't stop. Went 13 minutes straight. Basically got a nice high intensity cardio session doing this thing. But there it is. I did it. Rolled away. Does it count? It's debatable, but at that time, I didn't really care. I can always come back and do it another day, and I will. So that's the end of that video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed my spiel, my monologue of how mediocre I am at skateboarding. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.